Right. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Ha. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's right down the street. All right. Yeah, we'll stay in touch. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. All right. Hey, world. I'm back. Still Wednesday, September the 18th, 2019. Present time is now 8:18 p.m. and I need to eat. I was waiting and like took Paul out for a walk and yeah, I'm here. I do. I took Paul out for a walk. I came back and I just rested. I was feeling strained. Just drained. And I guess, grappling with it, trying to sort myself out and figure out, well, what's really going on here. I think it was just physically tired. I did not get the best sleep last night. And, yeah, it's never a good note to start on. So, at the moment, where are we at? Okay, let me get everything lined up here. Just the way I like it. I've got some leftovers pulled out onto the counter, just letting it therm a bit and wait. In fact, I might just do this. Hopefully this is okay. Well, I'll use a skillet. I've got a big freaking skillet. I'll put it to use. There's that. Let's get this out of the way. Leftovers are a couple of these beautiful prawns and some salmon that my mom made. And it's been sitting in the fridge for a few days now, but definitely time to eat it. It's not getting any fresher. Let's see if this thing is working. Function check all the things. This might need a... I hope everything's working, damn it. I really hope everything's working. I'm just trying to get all of my systems up to where they ought to be ahead of getting out. Hitting the road. Just rolling. Freaking rolling. Not really stopping to fight what in the past would have been a really, really high priority issue. Just said I guess I've gotten too comfortable tethering myself to the desk. This I'm not too enthused about, but we'll do better. So for now, let me adjust our camera. I think I can get away with something like this. There we go. A skillet. Damn it. What if I put it even more extreme? Full extension. I don't. Full extension and further back. This will do it. I hope. Oh. Boom, boom. Boom, okay. I guess that's as good as we get. You know, compromise. Angles and compromise. Life for you. Damn, Yeti, can your pecs bounce? I don't know. And yeah, I can do some stuff. I just like wait. I'm. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, I just wanted to see something. So, short answer, yes. Take look. Yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. Just gotta take it a day at a time. No way. So I was, I don't even know how I describe it. My mind was drifting, going into dark corners and start questioning, like, am I being lied to? It's the same thing that's been kind of preoccupying some mental space for a bit. And you know, the solution, at least in my mind's eye, is really simple. I did this earlier, right? But at the same time, it's just not like that's just not what I've been pursuing, and gotta stay focused. At this point, we're closing in so quickly upon takeoff. And I'm just like I don't need to be stressing. Got to focus on one thing at a time. So just chill. Try to focus on what I can. Taylor, who's lying to you? I don't know that anybody's actually lying to me. But maybe somebody's lying to me. It's all possible. Who knows? I don't want to get all paranoid. So it's one of those things, you know, like trying to sniff stuff out. And it's a lot easier when everybody is willing to just meet in the middle and talk. But sometimes that just doesn't happen, and that's where the questions start to come up. Like, well, what's going on here? What's actually going on here? What's motivating this? That's why I call it like a dark spot. Well, you don't want to. I don't want to be in a position where I'm ruminating that. Okay, I'm being lied to. I'm being lied to the point where it just starts to consume my thoughts. There's always the potential that you're being lied to. That I'm being lied to. That we are being lied to. The crazy numbers floating around, like average adult tells X number of lies per day. And I think more often than not, it's little white lies, but I've always prided myself on being truthful. But then you see things like that. It's like, okay, people are lying a lot. That makes you a little curious, like, well, if the average adult lies this often, then what is the frequency with which I'm being lied to? I try to take things at face value. I try. It's just when there's consistent, like a pattern, then I start to wonder. Sometimes the mind wanders. Gotta quiet it. I have 12 of these. I was out the other day and I found these guys. I think I've bought this brand once before. This was the only thing I picked up at the store. I had a gift card. Now let me move this stuff. Get some food in me. That always helps. When in doubt, eat. Oh, no. That's how you get fat. Stress eating. Really, just when hungry, eat. When sleepy, sleep. When tired, sleep. Yeah, we'll do that. We got a plate here. Got some other shit. Nothing too crazy. Got something to sip on. And let me wash my hands real quick. Wash hands, grab a spoon, your pitter patter of Paul's little feet. My boy, how are you, Paul? How's my boy doing? That's off cam, cool. And one more thing. Go ahead and grab a piece of paper. Some scrap paper. It's already been printed on both sides. I'm gonna use this to hold on to some crap for me. My buddy's talking with me about logistics for LA, getting over to his place. Hey, Paul, here. Or actually, don't. Just be chill, do whatever you want. Beef says, looks like a monk on abstinence dinner. Thank you. It's not that bad. See, I've got. It just smells good. Stuff my mother made. And she brought it by. She always offers, and I always tell her, no, I'm fine. But when she packed this up and then ran it by the other day, I wasn't gonna refuse. No. So eating a little better than a monk on abstinence dinner, but I haven't heated this up. I'm not going to reheat it because you'll overcook it. Hey, Paul. Come here, dummy. Come here. You're just gonna fucking stare at me, alright. That's so funny. Hello, fan of Avid. Taylor Brad says, I don't trust porn people. Porn industry treats male performers really poorly, same as male models in fashion. Okay. Okay, or just no. I don't think he wants to come here. I'm not gonna try to force him. Alright, dummy, you can just stay on the floor like a dog would. And I will just consume some foods. Like I will. Like humans do. So I'm gonna eat just as much as I feel like it because I haven't eaten all day. And I'm hungry. Damn it, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna fucking eat. And at the very start of the session, I was wrapping up a phone call with my patron. One of my patrons, I should say. Calling for us to chow tomorrow. There you go. Cool. Yeah, you checked it out. There you go, kid. Taylor asks, are they making you cover all the costs with the promise you might work with them again? Work again with them. Pretty much. Well, yeah. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. So I wrote a tweet about this. It's on the 13th of September at 1:55 p.m. local time. Just breaking down the numbers. Entertainment's it's a fucking tough business. So, I mean, look at where's a napkin? I usually don't use napkins, but Taylor, look at something like, say, YouTube. All right, it's I'm with you. Believe me, I'm with you. I've actually talked quite a bit on the subject of compensation in the industry based off of my research thus far. But whenever you have something like, it's the nature of capitalism, right? It's all built upon people exploiting other people, and it just goes. In an email I wrote to one viewer that I haven't publicized yet, but I intend to. in time, maybe next month. I borrowed that turn of phrase. It's turtles all the way down. There are no residuals from this type of activity. Like, you show up, you do your work, and there's, like in the tweet, I said it, it's assuming I'm able to perform my task, then I will get compensated. And on an hourly basis, when you're looking at the active time, the compensation works out to, what was it? So 305 roughly, like either high side $60 an hour, higher actually, for 340. So high side $75 an hour, low side is 60. So 60 to $75 an hour, active time. But because I'm based out of Houston, in order to make this thing happen, I have to make a significant jump. Oh, fuck yeah, it's working. Oh, holy fuck, that was weird. All right, anyways, it's working. I was excited. I have to make a really significant jump in order to position myself, right? And if not for the fact that I have a friend in LA who's willing to host me, then it's just like this whole thing would be such a bad idea from a financial perspective. It's a really shitty idea, right? Just like getting out there, paying for the test panel, airfare, that already wipes me out. Like, I'm in the hole. But this isn't news. I've talked about it repeatedly. It's just, of course, owing to the nature of broadcast, the fact that I don't actually cut out content. Anyways, whatever. It's, on the surface, a really, really shitty idea. And again, I'm just taking this wait and see approach. That's the attitude I've got going in. Like, I'm gonna try my best, try my fucking heart out without overexerting myself, I suppose, but I'm gonna do my bit. And it's just that. I've read articles from people who've been in the game. Anybody who's been at it for a while, like, actually had some staying power in the space. Those are interesting because, like broadcast or other entertainment businesses, high mortality rate, what I call mortality, but could be attrition, I suppose. I don't know, is it actually attrition? Let's see. Define attrition. Okay, attrition, the gradual reduction of a workforce by employees leaving and not being replaced rather than by their being laid off. So I guess it's attrition, right? But you have this constant, like, it gets to a steady state, because in any industry you've got this level of employment that you can reach where you don't hit your inflation, because there's just it's fucking economics. But on the surface, bad decision. Could be blowback. Additionally, there's it's tough. I've caught myself thinking about it while I was walking around. I've mostly shoved this noise to the back of my mind. just saying to myself, okay, look, I'm pre-committing. I'm already committed on paper, right? Done all this stuff. We're just gonna roll. And so I keep coming back to one thing, saying, I got a steady beating heart and a prayer, and fucking pray for me. I think I know a thing or two, enough so that I don't, maybe the degree to which I get exploited is less than the next guy. But there's a reason why I'm being as transparent as I am about numbers. Just like anytime somebody comes to my channels and suggests, well, you seem to be like independently wealthy or whatever, I tell them, no. Don't think that just because I have a roof overhead that everything's honky-dory in my little world. Well, there's a reason why I do the things I do. And I'm just banking, I'm betting here. Like, you know, like people do. I'm gonna eat standing up. Okay. I'm not gonna keep switching back and forth between there and here and there. I'm just gonna eat standing. Save me a bit of time. But yeah, I mean, tough gig. That was, in so many words, that's what I wrote to my first contacts. Saying, I'm like, is it possible that these guys are just breaking even or even coming out of pocket themselves? And he said, well, yeah, it's very tight and yada yada. This guy, I mean, the importance of actually going out and getting FaceTime in, it's in reputation building relationships, and just smelling things out, sniffing things out. It's all very important. And of course, if you stick around, if you heard every single word that came out of my mouth, then you'll see how I've been signaling about this. Like, you'll be pretty clear. But granted, nobody's got time for that. You got your life. I've got, this path that I'm pursuing. I'm not over here saying, like, yeah, this is something that everybody should do. The path I'm on is, I have my doubts, but I'm not going to let them cripple me, because believe me, I've had plenty of doubt thrown my way through the years. No matter what it is, I tried picking up and second guessed myself a million times. Hey, well, we got food at least. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Garrett. Cool, Houston here. Taylor, so you're in a hole 127 after all your expenses and what they're paying you. Their whole business relies upon hot Asian guys with big cocks. You're more of a commodity than the girls are. Yeah, I know. They know too that for them, production company knows, like, there are certain hurdles. It's definitely not in finding female talent. Industry is interesting. I'm curious to learn more. Taylor says, I'm part Asian. I know how unheard of it is for an Asian man to do porn. I got the little ones, the little tortillas. That way I wouldn't run up to this problem of, man, these fuckers keep sticking to one another. The idea was so I wouldn't run up into the problem of biting off more than I could chew. But it kind of makes sense just to fan the stove. I saw something interesting. Came up on my radar. Comparing the relative number of, I think it was like number of performers in Japan's adult film industry versus US's adult film industry, and looking only at males because that's who I am, right? Last time I checked, I had a wang. It's quote Taylor. Culturally, it's like not done at all. Beef brings up Peter Lee, and let me make some notes because I'm like I'm a fish out of water. Come on, I'm not trying to be funny here. And Taylor says there are like 5 Asian male porn stars, maybe in the West. Maybe in the West. If you throw in Japan, then I wonder how many men are in Japan's adult film industry. Maybe it's 5 too. I don't know. Small number. Probably a pretty small number, but I don't think it's 5. Plus, I've just in general read quite a bit recently on this industry and the direction it seems to be headed. It's like, no matter what, eventually things get to a point of getting really big, and when they get really big, you lose something. You look at any company, the startups, when they're small, culture is strong. As they grow, the founders don't even really know who all is being brought on board. Somewhere around somewhere between maybe 500 and 1,000 employees. What was it, that magic number? I think it's 150. Number of relationships, faces. Because we're tribal, you know? That's our background. Little tribes. You only have room for so many people in your mind at a time. So I try to take notes to help with that. Take notes on people. But sometimes I forget. I'm not perfect. I wind up interacting with a good number of people every day. But the number of deeper, more personal connections made, that tends to be really small. It's not, I don't think it's my lack of trying. It's also, part of it is, as time goes on, I get lazy. I'm sometimes actively signaling disinterest because I got shit to do. I'm a one-man show. Takes people who are willing to show up and play ball. Taylor, you asked, who do you think the audience is for the content they create? Good question. Very good question. You may have heard me talk a bit about piracy. My evolving attitude toward piracy from the time I was a youth to now as a struggling content creator who's doing it all wrong. Data point that I have from my first contact, whom I feel to be trustworthy, but I also want to engage with deeper, spend more time with, get some time. His project, his company, he told me that they experienced a surge of subscriptions after they were profiled by Amped Asia. Amp Asia. Some, what is Amp Asia? Is it amp or amped? Amped. All right. Amped Asia. Amped Asia, Asian American lifestyle. Asian American entertainment and lifestyle magazine, also based out of LA. Interesting. Huh. I'll get more specifics. But in a lot of countries around the world, you have restrictions. China is a massive market. We can talk about that sometime, but control over money, there's some issues. Legality issues. Alvin Tan, you can find his profile, his Wikipedia entry. He ran up in trouble because he was from Malaysia. Ran into trouble with Malaysia and Singapore both. Face is too far away. There we go. Here it is now. Oh, also, shit. Hello, Ziggy. And thank you. Thank you for your support of me and the programming found on my channels. Really appreciate it. I have an idea of who the audience is, says Taylor. Who do you think the audience is? Who do you think they're really trying to hit? I mean, there's like a natural target. And it's, I would say 2 natural targets. Oh, let's say Asian men, especially those who are interested in, well, yeah, Asian men. Doesn't really matter where they are. The ones who don't like the Japanese pornography, don't particularly care for it. And then people interested in Asian men. It's your, to, at least the way I see it. Maybe I'm short-sighted. Love this tech talk / cooking channel. No, it's just Ziggy. It's just a window into my world, and I like to be able to interact. Like, I value broadcast, like this technology, for what it is, because sometimes it's useful for just some creative thinking. Exposure to stuff that I wouldn't necessarily come up with on my own. Even though I'm the speaker. I'm just one speaker among many, right? Anybody can do it. But because it's Asian guys, instead it's like a weird fetish thing where they see these women as being just debased by being fucked by Asian men being not seen as alpha males in society, in this society. Fang, okay. Sandy SL, show BB, you're cute. Show. Thank you, Sandy SL. And Fang, hopefully I don't close the PMs. Are you going to be leaking a piece of this act? It's not mine to give away, so I wouldn't do it. You know, unless I receive this and I'm told, hey, you can distribute this however you like, I wouldn't do it. Gotta have, I mean, it's like, if I had done this thing, and if I made something and I gave it to somebody with explicit instructions like, hey, this is what you can and cannot do with it, no, I'd expect them to respect my wishes. So, I don't know. Can't comment. I do wish and hope for all success, particularly with regard to futures. Like the stereotype, okay, going back to Taylor, like the stereotype of the non-sexual Asian man, kind of like the porn where a nerd with a big penis has sex with a hot girl. Yeah. I mean, things have changed a lot in the past. I don't know, I would say like the past, I keep going back to the past 10 years. But I think in the past, maybe even just like the past 2-3 years, things have really, really changed. Keeps changing a little faster, a little faster. Exciting times. Definitely exciting times that we live in. This afternoon, before I terminated the broadcast, I was chatting with some girls on the sideshow. I had some fucking rando on D-Live come and go like, yeah, think you're hot shit talking to girls on the internet. I mean, kinda. Not, I mean, yeah, yay and nay. You know. Of course, the dude has no idea. And, no. Fuck him. Some guy on one of the After Dark channels around the same time, also this afternoon, came by and went like, "Whoa, what type of Asian are you?" I said, "Chinese." He says, "Is that the small dicked kind?" And I can't remember what I said. Try not to get defensive. Just like, yeah, you know what? Maybe. He said, "Oh, show dick." Show dick. I said, "Well, show dick," and he's like, "Okay, I'll offer you 5-star rating for it." So, well, I'm not really here for that. Not what I'm after. I'm hopeful. I don't know if this shit's gonna work, but I'm fucking going for it. Endo, sorry I can't make it on Saturday. Work week, so already been set for this week. No problem. Endo. How far is that from you? That location? For future reference. I agree things have changed, says Taylor. We have like Asian male leads as love interests in movies and TV shows. Crazy Rich Asians helped, yeah? That was like a big one. Up until last night when I watched Hustlers, the movie I watched before that in theaters was The Farewell. That was apparently quite a success at the box office. So, pretty cool. I mean, that was I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed that one. But I don't know, says Taylor, if porn is that progressive. What do you think's wrong with porn today? If it was something you could change about porn today, what would it be? Ziggy. In Western history, Asian men have been proven to be devoid of masculinity. It's tragic. Oh yeah, get painted into a corner. Really interesting shit. Really interesting shit. There's a reason why my Bitmoji is a really, really dark skinned dude. There's a reason. Not a mistake. Oh, you found me. This is YetiEater.com. Understand about respective distribution. Prefer to play right. Just like I'm not circumventing my channel's indefinite suspension on Twitch, even though things were just getting interesting. Lots of trolls think they won for a bit. Come back out of nowhere. Well, the time is right. But maybe never. Maybe Yeti Eater as a thing on Twitch is dead. And I have to accept that. Mistakes were made. I was gaining because I was willing to take risks. Maybe, I know some of those folks found their way over to my YouTube channel and elsewhere. I'm still on YouTube. I still need to get my mobile kit ready. Get ready to hit the road. Hello, so many names. What's up? You see it. Oh, you don't actually get to see this, huh? I have some leftovers here. Stuff that my mother sent by the other day. 2 of these shrimp from the Gulf and some salmon. It's it's all kind of mixed in there. Gotta eat. I don't see why not. So many names. I'm open to receiving tasteful pictures of women. Hmm. Sounds like a plan. Hmm. Taylor, you asked about the script. But first, in response to my question about what you would change about porn, Taylor, if I could wave a magic wand, I'd make people more open with their kinks and the stuff they get off from. I think the fact people hide those things makes porn more exploitative. Hmm. Hmm. As for the script, it's pretty basic. She will be taking a bath and playing with herself. Then, like cooling off or heating up or something. And then the HVAC repair guys, some service guys come by. And she seduces them. Some things happen. Not what I had in mind, but it's not my show. This, however, is. And I find myself eating at the stove. By myself. But it's okay. I've gotten pretty used to spending time by myself. And you know what? Today, while I was feeling all tired, I kind of wished that I just. And then I took a nap after walking Paul. And now I'm feeling much better. HVAC. So you're slightly above a Chinese delivery guy. Yeah, I mean, here it's skilled labor. I actually happen to know a thing or two about HVAC. I just fixed the downstairs AC the other day. Maybe you recall that. But you know, it's all whatever. But yeah, I guess it's slightly above delivery guy. You ordered, is it? I don't even know what the things are. Chinese takeout food. I don't know. We don't eat that. There's this guy though that I met playing Destiny. Oh, not just playing it. Like he'd actually found my YouTube channel back when I was a Destiny streamer. And we played together quite a bit. He owns a Chinese restaurant. You know, Americanized Chinese food. It's what sells, pays the bills. His parents own restaurants. He seems to be doing pretty well for himself. Got married. I was a kid. You should be a crazy rich Asian who just sees this girl and says to her boyfriend, "Here's some money, I'm gonna fuck her." Wow. You know, there's something to like about here comes the plumber, here comes the cable guy. It's all blue color. Talk about representation. Taylor, very interesting. But then people might think I actually have money. I'm okay to be the HVAC guy. I've been the delivery guy before. I guess we're moving up in the world. One step at a time. You know that feeling you get when you're going through adolescence? Maybe towards the end of high school, where you just can't wait to grow up and hit the real world. Because you figure it's going to be so much better. Everything's going to be great. I used to feel like that. But you know what? At this moment, it's okay that I'm going to be the HVAC guy. Foot soldier, HVAC guy. Because it's just makes me curious what's going to come next. Instead of skipping to the end game. Calvin's father would say, it builds character. I guess that's what we need more of. Character is not 2-bit. Flat. Why are you eating so late, my man? I took a nap. After walking my dog, I took a nap. I needed the rest. So this is actually my first meal of the day. First and last, says Fang. Yup. I'm going to be that guy. The one that uses a phone to take a picture of a computer screen. Just this one time. I mean, I bet I could actually hit this and show the keyboard or something. Maybe bring up the thing. Send a print screen. Did it output? I don't even know. I don't think I saw the American Dad episode where Roger and Steve had to come up with a porn script. Ando. I think I missed that one. May I ask your nationality? Of course. American. Yours? Bang, I think you'll have to take it up with that individual. I'm not responding because they've got me all figured out. Beef, that's adorable. Well, USA. I don't have my flag yet. Old Yeti Eater would have gone grabbing the AR. America, God is good. Paul protecting the castle. I think figuring you out would be very difficult. I'm a simple guy. I am a simple man, or maybe I'm a complicated man trying to be simple. It's like I had this question for a while. Am I a bad guy trying to be good, or a good guy trying to be bad? What is good? What is bad? Also, it's pretty easy to work up an appetite when you're eating the one meal. And tomorrow I'll eat one meal. I'd like to finish all the salmon. This was actually a lot of salmon. It was probably about half a pound. I want to say about half a pound, maybe a third of a pound. It was a lot. And now I still have these two massive shrimp. I mean, these are huge shrimp. No. Oh shit! You can't even fucking see them. They're big shrimp. My mom had them in the freezer. They weren't from. I guess they bought them a while back and she froze them. Held on to them. You're saying that in the old world, the old country, during the summer months, there was like they wouldn't eat some of the seafood. It's leaner times in the summer. Oh, you know, I forgot. I was supposed to eat some veggies too. I have greens. I'll eat those. Kind of finish things off with greens. These greens are good for you. Jumbos. Gargantuan. Vietnamese truck shrimp. I appear very healthy. Thank you. I hope I am. If I got sick, I'd probably have to declare medical bankruptcy. Or burn up all the points and miles that I've accrued and fly myself somewhere where healthcare is actually affordable. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll end up making some money. At least enough to be happy in America. Mm-hmm. Yep, Fang, I read you. I was supposed to do all sorts of exercise leading up to this. You know, from about like, what was it, 6 weeks out. Instead, I hardly did any. Fighting fires and doing God knows what with my time. But there's still time. There's still time. Burps? Like belching? No, I'm not gonna burp on command for you. Just like I'm not gonna drop my shorts for you. Fuck you, pay me. I was like, get the fuck out. I'm eating. In what part of country do I live? Have you read my profile? Yeah, just don't get too tired out that you don't have the energy, indeed. Focus on what's important. Eyes on the prize. Taylor, thank you. Anyways, who are these people? Which ones? Which people? Spamming. Spamming what? Where? I don't see any spam right now. Taylor. I just want everybody to get along. Why is that so hard? In the shorter term, I just want to not worry about money all the time. But I think I'm going to keep worrying about money for a while. I'm going to have to. It's either that or just, stop doing what I'm doing and go work a 9 to 5 or a 5 to 9. Exit strategy if this doesn't look like it's going to fly, go sell something. Probably not cars. But, sell something. How many conversations do you have going on at one time? It depends. It varies. All right, Taylor. Fang says you have the gift of speech anyway. I'm flattered you think so. No gift. Just a stupid number of hours spent playing around with it. With this medium. Everyone worries about money, even the ones that have it. I don't think it's true that everyone worries about it. At least not all the time. It's like I don't worry about it all the time. But I spend a lot more mental energy worrying about money than I'd like to spend worrying about money. Taylor, I saw your most recent message, at least a portion of it. If it comes down to that, okay. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see where things end up. Still some time. Rossi, welcome back. Taylor says, I think the whole more money, more problems, and money can't buy you happiness is just what rich people tell poor people, so we don't revolt and kill them. Maybe. Here in America, we're see a whole lot of working poor. A lot of keeping up with the Joneses. Very, very low savings rates. Without savings, you can't invest. Everything is propped up by consumption and easy credit. It's wild. Truly wild. My uncle was talking about a voluntary buyback for guns. I said to him, with what money? Can't balance a fucking budget. Where's their money to buy back guns? Unless we buy back the guns, then people purchase less ammunition, spend less time out on the ranges, buy fewer hunting permits, maybe. A lot of knock-on effects. Tell you what again. My teacher told me that there's a person in America whose personal wealth is the GDP of Sweden. That just makes no sense. Why does one person need that much money? It may be worth that much on paper. And plus, that's like net worth versus annualized GDP. Plus, need is a strong word. We don't really need that much money. If you're able to take control of your wants, focus on what's important. You don't need that much. But at the same time, you probably need more than $7.25 an hour, $15 an hour. Come here. What do you feel is missing from your life? Somebody to love. Outside of this little guy. It was like what they earn in liquid assets each year. I mean, there's some uber wealthy people out there, yeah. Stupidly wealthy. Taylor, yes, I'm aware of, I think I'm aware of this guy. The Shed? Yeah, Shed at Dulwich and some other shit. Yeah, I'm aware. I don't know. Maybe I'll apply for work someplace eventually. Whatever it is I end up doing, it'll be something that actually requires some personality. Working with people where I can just let it all hang out. I am sick and tired of trying to shoehorn myself into a stupid fucking box. Tiptoeing on eggshells. Whole pussyfooting, it's no fun. Done that for years. On and off. Just like I've done this for years, on and off. One of these things feels good. The other thing feels shitty. Stifling. One of them I take great joy in doing. The other kills me a bit inside every single time. Man, I just can't ever seem to fit in the mold. Maybe I'm not flexible enough. Beef. This device. Zoom in. What part of the country do you live in? Again, have you read my profile? Did you know I have a website? My own domain? An email address at mydomain.com. I saved this because it's a little messier than eating the rest. The salmon. Uh-huh. Taylor, I read you. Just wait. Just wait, Taylor. I intend to stick around. I'll be here tomorrow. Eventually, you'll reach market saturation, and then we'll see what goes on from there. Hey, pretty balls. Thank you. There's only one thing that this world needs that is more: people loving each other. Quote, baby 83. Yes. Money. Oh, love. More love. More love. Less hate. More peace. Less war. More patience. Tolerance. Understanding. Talk to me, guy. Okay. My profile does not mention what region, state, or otherwise, really. Oh, sure. That's tragic. Does it give a username? $5.99, Jesus. I don't know. In and out. Somewhere there's probably a magic number. And I could probably get away with just spending my whole day completely naked. I'm using all sorts of people. And be pretty well set for the near term. But it's not as spring. And though money is a good motivator for me at this point in my life, it's also not everything. Is it important? For me? Sure. Just as surely as it's important for you. Fang, I'd ban that user. You should take a hint and read my profile before offering shit that I don't want. And wash some veggies. It's possible the guy wasn't even listening to the audio. It's possible he wasn't even paying attention to the video feed. He was just in the chat fishing. Good luck. I don't go into other people's chat and fish for viewers. I got time for that. It's like, put on an interesting show. Crying out loud. Ban people all the fucking time. Give me lippin' more, you ask. What are you making? I'm not really making anything. I threw some okra from the garden into the sink. This is weird. This stupid thing, it doesn't seem to be working right. Half the time it doesn't work right. It's frustrating. I mean, it's one thing, like, you know, friendly, hi, how are you? Well, I mean, even hi, how are you? Do you really want to know? Because I can just keep saying, I'm doing better than I deserve every single time that question comes up. And that's honest. Do you really want to know? Or are you just looking for, fine. And you? Good, thank you. Give me a little says, I really do want to know. Feels a little better. Really, I'm doing better than I deserve. Sometimes I get frustrated, feeling comes and goes. Sometimes I get excited. Same. It all comes and goes. Ouch. Does mayonnaise go well with okra? Find out the answer to this and much more. Coming to California, be excited. I am. I am. Tea party with absinthe. With a little lemon or lime juice. I think they actually have some lime juice inside of this. Yes. It claims a squeeze of lime juice already inside of this mayo. Here's an idea. Mm. That is rich. Give me whipping more. You need some of this mayo. Growing up, I don't remember us having mayo in the fridge. It's not a thing that we kept around. And for a while I had mayo, but I never really touched it. So I think ultimately, when I was cleaning out my fridge, I tossed it. David, thank you. Fang works well with asparagus too, I bet. Beef. Stop eating. Come on, it's my one meal. I mean, but you gotta have your greens. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? Take a fiber supplement? Multivitamin? Hmm. Fang remarks useless. Fang, give me lip and more confirms. Asparagus and mayo is delicious. What's useless? The fiber supplements? Yeah, Saluki. Lemon always makes things better. Fang says natural absorption always best. Yep. But the whole point of fiber is not to absorb it. It's the insoluble stuff. Beef, were you able to zoom in on it? I'm pretty confident you've asked about this machine in the past. Yeah, the real benefit of the fruits and veggies, it's the micronutrients and the fiber. Fang's got it vacuum packing. Yeti, you claim to be straight, yet you have all men following you. Wait. 100% of my followers are men? Hmm. According to my Instagram account, it's 80% men and 20% women. I know it's all busted up. It makes me sad too. Age range. This is interesting. Tiniest proportion goes to the 13 to 17 group. 18 to 24 is the second largest, followed by the 25 to 34, and then it just kind of gets smaller. But I've got more people age 65 plus following my Instagram account than I do people in the 13 to 17 range. Now, if you look at the difference, men versus women I follow, women tends to skew younger. So, I mean, that's just one data point, but there's some women too. And so what if it's predominantly male? Should I somehow bar men from being able to visit my channels? Will that help me? Excess mayo. And it says, can't stand okra slimy when cooked. I nuked it for 30 seconds. Give me Lip and More says, I'm definitely not a man. We need proof. Kidding. That wasn't an insult, just an observation. Not taking it as an insult. Just pointing out another data point. And yes, this is a pretty sweet system. With this, you can handle liquid-rich substances. Done some interesting stuff with this. It's a pretty neat device. You should be doing this all naked. Maybe one day. probably help a bit with the bills. But it would not be all sunshine and butterflies. It would mean I'd have to give up something. In fact, I did go about most of my day naked on August 20th, after that faded shower sequence. Thank you for joining me in that moment of silence for my Twitch channel. Fried food, bad idea naked. Would see that. Give us a little look. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Alright, now anyways. What time is your flight on Friday? He asks. Give me a little bit more. Oh, send over my flight details. Show more underwear. Do this, do that. Fuck you, pay me. $10:41. Oh. It's funny, that line, fuck you, pay me, doesn't seem to actually work. I thought it was going to work. Otherwise, I wouldn't use it. High song. Still working on it. Yeah, I forgot something. I was too distracted. Those young ladies. Oh, those young ladies. Yeah, I mean it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, and then it just got to be like really redundant, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. Plus, I was feeling tired. It's been a while since I broadcasted as many hours as I did today in a single sitting. I mean, there was a while I was pulling like 16-hour sessions. Spending all day staring at the fucking screen. Back to my oven. Enjoyed. All right. Take care. Good night, sweet prince. Love it. Today started off pretty chill though, just listening to music and going over pictures and just pushing stuff, pushing content. That's gotta it's be a constant. missed today? Oh, hell, I can't even remember. I really can't. But if you pull up the broadcast, like any VOD, most, I don't know what the cutoff is, but some of the recent ones, Google's automatic captioning shows up. You can kind of parse through that. It's halfway decent. Get you maybe 80% of the way there. I really don't know. For me, the days all kind of become one. But that was a pretty fun chat from the sideshow today. What happens in the last, maybe 2 hours? So I'm gonna read you. Words to that effect may have been said. You know, I'm a little curious. I haven't actually pulled this off, but I wonder. This definitely adds a little bit. Not too much. It's probably an aluminum plate. Jim. Yeah. I should tell you it's live. I am a bit lost. The context switching is killing me. So tonight, what do I want to do? Paul needs to eat. Little fool. Sleep tight. Give me a little bit more. And it's what? 10:53. Tool around a little bit. What was I looking at? Oh, look at this. I need to wipe it off. Looks gross. Yeah. Terrible view, I know. Just a test. Do things a little bit differently here. Because I noticed something when I listened in on it. I didn't like it. Right. I don't think I can pull up those sheets. Okay, so we'll just do the one thing. Well, let me pull it up. I figured it was worth trying this out to see if cutting down on the vibrations from here would help it. Hopefully it sounds a little cleaner. Oh shit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jovial. Thank you. Raising Lights. Interstellar is one of my favorite movies. Mine too. Mine too. It's one of the few I've seen multiple times. Is it the main theme of Interstellar? Oh yeah. But pull out for another stroll? Probably. As for Signal? I don't know. Hard to say. I hope everything's okay. Looks like it's working. Aha! A panda. If it's clean, maybe we can try one more thing. One more. Eventually, I gotta start memorizing some of this stuff. Actually, nah. It's late. Fang suggested something smart. Hey, Paul. What's up? You wanna go outside? Uh-huh. Paul fancies himself a big bad wolf. He just really likes getting that one dog all riled up. Yeah, across the street. Car turned in anyways. Hey, Polly. How you doing? I'll go shower and sleep. In the morning, I'll do a bit of cleanup around the house, just a bit. Mostly kitchen, and then there was some mess that Paul left. And oh hell, there's so much to do. Always in my little world. Work never ends. You just try to get better at it. Don't you, huh? Hey, ready to go back inside? Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, hey there. Are you hungry? Hey, you drank your drink water. Good job. I think I put a little too much of the additive in. Sit. Oh, terrible dog. Aren't you hungry? If you're hungry, you should be sitting and doing as I say. Maybe you're not that hungry, huh?
food? Yeah, we skip a meal. What's the big deal? Yeah? Big whoop. Brush your teeth instead. I think that's one thing that I still haven't really figured out with this new rig. Covering that scene. So I'll toy around with it a bit. Come on. Let's go. You're not hungry, right? You don't want food? Oh, you want food? If you want food, go to bed. No? If you want food, go to bed. No? Alright, see, yeah, you're not hungry. You don't want food. You just want attention. You want attention and you want affection. No? Let me finish my drink. I won't be going. Scram. No. What? Get out of here. Look, I told you, if you want food, go to bed. Yeah, you need to go to bed, so you don't want food. If you want food, go to bed. Okay, he wants food. Is that food? Sorry. Hey. Yeah, you shake for it. Yeah. Okay. That's so interesting. All right. Wow. I had 9 of these guys. Okay. Paul is my first one. I'm only able to see if I'm staring at a screen, so and yes, my broadcast rig is a phone. Ando said good night. Good night, Ando. Of course. I like to stay on top of it, but sometimes it's challenging. RJ? Hi. Oh, you finished your food? That was quick. Doing better than I deserve, RJ. How are you? On one of these things? Thank you, son. He wants. What we do for this, you'll beg. Adorable. You can stand pretty well, huh? Your sense of balance, solid. You walk over here? Yes. Here, take it. He really likes these. Goofy. He's figured these things out. I think this is his third one. Paul really enjoys them. I'm just happy to see him chewing. Happily chewing. Aha. The setup is, I should write this up on my webpage again. Keep it current, but the setup goes, in fact, I might do something. Phone, which is running Streamlabs Mobile, sending an RTMP feed up to an RTMP ingest server that's up in the cloud. I have OBS running on a machine, just pulling down this RTMP feed as a source. Then it's compositing the overlays. You have this one, this one, this one. Oh, and chat. That gets pulled in from Discord. Nobody's using that feature yet, though. I don't think people have quite figured it out. And that gets pushed out to an RTMP relay, which hits a wide range of channels. But on the surface, it looks really simple. like that. I've got some filters in OBS to add a bit of gain, hard emitter, stack of compressors. Supposing I want for signature moves. Yeah, I'm definitely not the only person doing this. Like, what I know is just I've learned from experience playing around with Twitch. And right now I'm shelling out quite a bit in order to get the RTMP endpoint / some other sugar on top of that in the cloud. I'll probably bring it back home. But it saves $75 a month, which it's not a lot of money, but when every little bit counts, I mean, you know, it's one of those projects. He really likes these. Oh, well, he's no longer on camera. I'll be doing a bit from the field again. This evening I reinstalled Streamlabs Mobile on the phone. And it's fucking up. Chat overlay is fucking up. I like being able to see chat from all the daytime channels all on the screen. But let's see. Maybe something's going on here on my chat relay. Yeah, chat relay looks like it's working fine. I don't know, technology and I don't get along too well. He's not nearly as excited anymore about bully sticks. Maybe it's just these particular bully sticks. Which sucks, I have so many of them. Good. Should brush your teeth. Good, yeah. Oh, you burp. You have the cutest little burps. You know, since switching over to this particular selfie stick, I haven't done any of this. Maybe on one occasion. Maybe once. Or twice. Polly, come here. Come. Yeah, good boy. Oops. Let's see if I can get this. This has been a little challenging. There we go. Hey, dummy. Right here. It's not yours. Guess what time it is, Paul? Hopefully it doesn't slip and fall. What's that? Salty. What's going on?
Good boy. Hold, please. Good boy. And here we go. You know, $11:38.
I should have consumed more water.
middle of the night if I do. I think I'm just gonna crash. Taylor asks, are you still broadcasting to YouTube? Yeah. If you want a lot of TK PM. Skype call me urges one person. Tomorrow is a new day. I think when people send me hey and hi, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll worry about tomorrow. Just kidding. I mean, I already know what I'm going to do. Maybe I should write a reminder to myself. This is getting polished down. Yeah, I'm just going to crash out. Oh. The battery almost got eaten up, too. I'm going to lay about for a moment. Just see if I miss anything, and... Oh, no, please. Don't let me crush you. There you go, little buddy. Rocket science, these things. About what time does Paul go to bed? My schedule is not yet. Wow. That's why I'm gonna crash. Okay. Really? I'm just gonna crash. Cue this up. We got a day ahead of us tomorrow. Okay, world. It's been real. Catch you some other time. If you liked the content found here, you know what to do. Otherwise, take care. As always, it's been a pleasure. Be well. And from me here in Houston, Texas, well, Paul, to you, wherever you are in the world, we wish you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. And of course, thank you, as always, for all of your support, expressed in its many different ways. Take care.